Hi, it's Sophia Karpman, host of the Dream Big Podcast show. Place to learn, laugh, and grow.
And this is Olga Karpman. Welcome to the Dream Big Podcast.
Today, we are absolutely thrilled to welcome you to this episode of the Dream Big Podcast. It's going to be spooktacular. We are talking about Halloween costumes because Halloween is just around the corner. I have a question for you. Have you ever looked at your Halloween costume and wondered, how did people dress up 100 years ago? Or why do we even wear these fun outfits on Halloween? Well, today is your lucky day, because we are embarking on an adventure through the haunted houses, the spooktacular sights, and everything ghost. From the haunted hats of witches to the slick costumes of Wonder Woman, we'll dive deep into the enchanting world of Halloween costumes and explore their fascinating histories. And here's the exciting part. At the very end, I'll reveal my costume, and you'll see how it's directly connected to our newest family member, my little sweet baby bunny. So make sure to stick to us with the very end to find out.
This is episode 377 of the Dream Big Podcast, and it's time
to dream big!
Welcome to the Dream Big Podcast Show. We're inspiring you to shoot for the moon, take aim and go. We bring to you amazing guests who truly love what they do. Every day they're living their dreams, and so can you. Dream big, take action to reach your goals. Are you pumped yet? It's showtime, let's rock and roll.
Welcome back, big dreamers. Are you ready to be whisked away on a magical broomstick ride through time? Together we'll uncover the mysteries, experience the magic, and dive into the mesmerizing world of dressing up.
Today, let's imagine we are historians set on a mission to discover the truth behind Halloween costumes.
But first, of course, I have a couple of jokes for you. Why did the witch never use a computer?
Why?
Because she was scared of the mouse.
I love that one. Do you have more?
One more, yeah. What do witches put in their hair?
What?
Scare spray!
10 out of 10, Sophia. Love it.
Of course, my jokes are always cheesy. Now that you had a few good laughs, grab your broomstick and let's sweep away the mysteries to why we started dressing up for Halloween and how our costumes have evolved over the years.
Big Dreamers, let's embark on this time-traveling journey together. First stop, the ancient Celts. Imagine, thousands of years ago, there was a festival called Samhain. The Celts believed that during this time, the boundaries between our world and the spirit world got really, really thin, allowing spirits to cross over. Sounds spooky, right? Well, to protect themselves, people would disguise themselves with costumes made of animal skins. They hoped these disguises would confuse any wandering spirits. So if you ever wonder why we dress up, that was the real first reason why we started dressing up during Halloween time. We can thank Celts for that. By the way, about a year ago, me and Sophia recorded a big episode about Halloween. I believe it was number 327, and I will link this in the show notes below. And we told you all the story about these festivals and about the history of Halloween. So make sure to check it out.
Now, brooms at the ready as we soar over to the witches. In the olden days, witches were often just wise women of the village, but over time they became associated with spooky stories. The classic witch with their pointy hat and broom wasn't born overnight. Early pictures show them without the iconic hat, But as stories spread and artists began drawing them, the pointy hat became popular. Later, movies and TV shows made that look really popular, so everyone wanted the witchy outfit.
Now let's speed up to the olden days. In the 1920s, there were cool dresses and sharp suits. Then, when Hollywood got big, people wanted to look like famous movie stars. In their 60s and 70s, kids wore costumes like hippies, space explorers, and even characters from space movies like Star Wars. Oh, and in the 80s and 90s, people dressed up like TV characters and famous singers. Halloween was so much fun. Big Dreamers, ask your parents or look at their pictures. What did they wear for Halloween in 80s and 90s?
Last but not least, superheroes. With the rise of comic books, characters leaped out of the page right into our Halloween parades. And speaking of superheroes, let's talk about Wonder Woman. From her early days in a star-spangled skirt to the fierce warrior outfit we know now, her costume has evolved, reflecting the changing times. And let's not forget the blockbuster superhero movies of recent years, which brought a whole new wave of superhero costumes to our doorsteps.
Wow, what a journey! From animal skins to capes and everything in between. The story of Halloween costumes is as fun and colorful as the outfits themselves. Now, after talking about the history of costumes, it's fascinating to think about people who made their mark in the world of dressing up and Halloween. Just like we dream big here on our podcast and telling you stories that inspire you to dream even bigger, there were some super creative people who turned their passion for costumes into real success stories. Would you like to know who they are?
Yes, and I have one for you guys. Edith Head. Edith loved making clothes for movie stars. She worked hard and soon became a famous dress designer. Her dedication and creativity won her 8 Academy Awards, more than any other woman in history. Her designs didn't just stay on a screen, they influenced everyday fashion and even some Halloween costumes.
Okay, my turn. John Carpenter. John loved spooky stories and chilling tunes. He dreamt of making movies that gave goosebumps. And one day, he did just that with Halloween. But here's a fun fact. John didn't just direct the movie. He also made its spooky music. Ever heard that creepy piano sound during a scary scene? That's all John. Thanks to him, we got one of the most iconic horror movies tunes. So, when you hear those haunting notes this Halloween, remember John, the man who made scares and sounds legendary.
Number 3, Tim Burton, master of macabre. A boy named Tim always had love for strange and unusual. Drawing inspirations from his unique perspective of the world, Tim Burton dreamed of sharing his vision. Through movies, he became a filmmaker and gifted the world for classics like Edward Scissorhands, The Nightmare Before Christmas, one of my personal favorites, and Beetlejuice. These films not only entertain millions, but introduce iconic characters and looks.
Every Halloween, you're sure to see someone dressed up as Jack Skellington or Lydia Deetz, thanks to Tim's wild imagination. Isn't it cool how these people followed their dreams and now we celebrate their creations every Halloween?
All right, Big Dreamers. Now that you know about the history of costumes, now you need to know about my costume. Ready? The costume is
Yes, Sophia, anticipation been building and people been waiting for at least 2 episodes. Please reveal.
All right. The costume and the bunny's name is... Actually, I want to give you a riddle. Mwah, ha, 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 ha. And the world of dreams where stories unfold. Sophia has a secret, a tale yet untold. With fur as white as the purest of snow, a name from a story we all surely know. It hops past the Mad Hatter under the bright palace. Can you guess her name? Yes. It's the lovely Alice. In the magical realm where wonders don't end, Sophia is not alone with her furry white friend. Together they'll journey past teapots and doors, through curious gardens and whimsical shores.
Tonight, under stars that shine so bright, Sophia turns to Alice, glowing in moonlight. With her bunny by side, adventures they'll see in a land of dreams where they're both wild and free.
Yes, I'll be Alice in Wonderland with my white rabbit, Alice. And what's your Halloween costume? Please tell us and tag us on Instagram. Or send an email to my mom, Olga at dreambigpodcast.com. I'm curious to know what you're going to be for Halloween.
Yes. And I love this idea. Sophia is the cutest Alice. And of course, we will be posting lots of pictures from this Halloween in our social media. So please check it out, Dream Big Podcast on all social media platforms. And to wrap up this episode, I wanted to say, big dreamers, always remember that it's perfectly okay to be different and to love things that others might find strange or weird. Maybe you're passionate about Halloween, or you love dressing up in spooky costumes, or designing spooky haunted houses. And that's wonderful. Don't ever let anyone dim your light. Instead, talk to the adults you trust, share your dreams and ideas, and learn from them. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll be the genius behind the costumes of an award-winning movie, or the creator of the spookiest set ever. Every great journey starts with a dream. So dream big, stay true to yourself, and never, ever stop believing in the magic within you. And that's a wrap up for this wonderful, spectacular episode. As always, you can find us at dreambigpodcast.com/377 for all the show notes. And of course, please share this episode with your friends and family. And we will be always grateful if you leave us your 5-star review on your favorite platform. It helps us to spread the message and help other big dreamers to dream even bigger with inspiring stories. Thank you so much for helping us. You are part of our Dream Big mission. We also would love to see your costumes for this Halloween and maybe stories what inspired them. Please send us email, olga@dreambigpodcast.com, or tag us on social media, Dream Big Podcast on all social media platforms. As a reminder, you can always find us on YouTube Kids app, and we will be posting more shorts coming up soon with Sophia and her white rabbit, and of course, their costumes for this Halloween.
That's all for today, Big Dreamers. This was Sophia Karpman
and Olga Karpman,
reminding you that you have unlimited potentials. Your dreams are not optional. You need to make them essential. So take massive action and turn those big dreams into reality. Live with passion the way life was meant to be. See you in the next episode. Bye.